It's a huge fish party.
It's older than the Mediterranean.
It's a massive carbon sink.
It makes the water crystal clear.
It's the base of the pyramid for the Mediterranean species.
And one of the most important kindergarten for all of our juvenile fishes.
It's the closest neighbor we know very little about.
It's the forest of the sea.
It is an underrated player against climate change.
It is Posidonia oceanica.
Posidonia Gardeners was born from real threat to Posidonia.
With the main threats being anchor damage from pretty much any boat, fishing practices, especially those that involve nets, like bottom trawling, and of course the warming as well as the added nutrients that come in through the rivers into our Mediterranean Sea.
I'm here to test the abiotic factors that could be influencing Posidonia, such as the turbidity, the pH and the temperature. But first, monitoring and data collection. We do this by collecting data from conducting transects in every bay that we visit. Every transect consists of measurements about the distance, the depth and the percentage of seagrass found.
With this project, with our citizen science project, we are aiming to create awareness via inviting people on board, meeting them on land, and explaining how important Posidonia is for our environment and our seas.
So gardening underwater is not exactly the same as on land. And basically what we are doing with the plants that we find, so we take ripped out plants and we take seeds that are washed up on the beach. So those are basically destined to die off eventually, and we ultimately give them a second shot. And by simply collecting them and putting them into the ground by yourself, you already raise the success rate to about 50%. And if you have the means to put them in an aquarium and give them proper substrate to grow on and then put them out with a stone, you can even increase the rate to over 90%. So that's a lot better than what the seed by itself could do. But that's why we need more and more people to join into this project, which is why we involve citizen science. And this is also the reason why we need a lot more people to work with us. Because ultimately, even though it is just one drop on a hot stone, if we have plenty of drops together, we might as well fill a whole ocean.
We all live on this earth, and therefore I think we should treat our home more respectfully.
It's vital to our ecosystem.
Because it's just much more fun being part of the solution than of the problem.
Put the people in the position to actually be able to protect what they love.
Because a healthy ocean is much more fun to play with.
Because it can be a huge solution to the climate crisis.
It influences our everyday life and it's so interesting.
When I'm in the sea, I feel at home.
The ocean's vast and empty, and Posidonia is one of the key species that makes it less vast and empty, and I think that's a beautiful thing.